Hi, Lacey from Lambert Academy of Sugarcraft here. I'm really glad I could get together with you guys today. I've had a lot of people ask me why they should take my cake decorating classes as opposed to the Wilton-based cake decorating classes. And I decided that I would take the time out to do a side-by-side comparison on paper so you could see what the difference in these classes were. So the first thing you really want to ask yourself is, are my current cake decorating classes economical and are they effective? So in other words, I'm learning what's practical for my needs. There's so many aspects of cake design going on right now that you could be all over the map. But if you specifically want certain things, you shouldn't have to buy a great big package just to get your individual items. So going on to our side-by-side comparison, we're going to start with the Wilton Cake Decorating method. Now, I have worked in the past for Wilton, and so I do know what goes into putting their class structure together. Their business has been around for many, many years. They're a household name. They have made your average cake designer, your home baker, they make their job so much easier. And a lot of what they do to make that job easier is their business is very tool-based. So you keep that in mind. There's a lot of tools to purchase. Now, their class schedule is set up into 4 modules. Each module is set over a 4-week period, and they're done in 2-hour increments over that 4 weeks. When you go into your local craft store, you will see sales, so they always put the classes on sale. Very rarely will you ever have to purchase a Wilton Cake Decorating class at full price. So the hosting craft store will have the classes up on sale for 40% off and 50% off, and I've actually even seen 70% off, which is phenomenal. Like, that is just great. And people think, well, that's such a good deal, because some of these classes you can get for $10. Okay, that $10, that's just your initial investment. So we're going to take it back up to your average, so 50% off, okay? So you're looking at about $20, and that's just your sign-up fee. Because each class is in a module, each module requires a kit. These kits range from about $35 to $40. In the kit, you will find tools that are specific to that particular module. So most often, what you need is included in the kit. But I'm a cake designer, and if you have done any cake at all, you will know that there are going to be extras that you're going to need and require and just want. So things like a turntable. It's going to make your cake decorating much easier, so much easier to have one than not have one, so that's an investment. They give you a couple of piping bags in your kit, but a couple of piping bags is not going to take you as far as you want to go. Especially if you're not into washing out piping bags, you're going to want the disposable ones. When you're doing cakes, your cakes all need to be set up on cake boards. For your fondant, you're going to have to either purchase fondant or buy fondant. If you're making gum paste, you're going to have to purchase stuff for your gum paste. You have to bake cakes. You have to show up with your icing pre-made. And then there's that 4-week time investment for each module. Please don't forget, each module requires a separate sign-up. So that's $20 each time. So if you need to take all 4 modules, you're going to be sitting at $80 just for sign-up. Taking everything else into account, I have gone through this process of teaching for Wilton, and just based on student feedback, I was really having a hard time with all of the things that have to be done. Being a busy mom and a family person, sometimes you just can't come up with the time to bake cakes to make it to class. So when I put together the Lambert Academy method, I decided I wanted to make it easy for my students. Everything is included, right down to your apron. When you show up for class, you just show up with a great big smile and ready to play. Now, I've taken a comparison. So if you're looking at your screen, on the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see the Wilton decorating method, and I've broken it down. So just to get what I would offer in the Fundamentals of Cake Design class, you would have to take 2 components of the Wilton decorating. Unfortunately, to get to the 3rd component, which is the fondant part, you have to take the one that's in between as well. It's a prerequisite. So you would end up taking 3 modules, not just the 2. But I just based my findings on the 2. So we're looking at a total, rough total, $209.96. You might be able to cut some of the costs on that and pare it down a little bit. There's still the time investment and then your time investment of prep time. Okay, so back to the Lambert Academy side. Everything is included. You're going to get 6 hours. That's a full day investment of time. That's it, 1 day. In that day, you will know how to bake a cake. You will learn how to do buttercream. You'll learn how to torte and fill your cakes. We learn about fillings. You'll learn the secrets of leveling so that everything's squared off, nice sharp edges. You'll learn how to make fondant. You'll work with fondant. You'll be very comfortable working with fondant. And then we're going to go for the decoration part so that you have a nice boutique style cake when you leave the class. Our class for the fundamentals is $175, everything included. Now, if you decided that you did not like cake decorating after you finished your class, you would have a lot of tools left over and things that you would have to try to get rid of if you had taken the Wilton method. Whereas with us, you get hands-on trying it just to make sure it's a good fit for you before you make any investment at all. Now, I don't sell tools, but I'm really good at giving advice on where to get really inexpensive tools and good value for your dollar. I'm a girl who likes shoes, so I want to make sure that I'm not spending all of my money on cake stuff. Gotta look good too, ladies. Alright, so that's my side-by-side comparison. I really hope that I get to see you in class. Please check out my website, www.lambertacademy.ca. Looking forward to it. Take care.